I mean, I'm looking at it. I would like to have that field. It would be nice if I could have it this year, but if I have to wait a year, that's also fine. But if I can get some money back out of it after buying it, that's also a good thing. So, I mean, obviously, if I can't do it, if I can't buy it with a crop in, then it's like you have to spend some money to get it, and then you're going to have to invest more money in it to, you know, prepare it, plant it, bloody blah blah, and it's not money we have at the moment, unfortunately. Unless I try and do one of those £12,000 contracts, of course. Lost the track again. Okay. That one. The other thing with YouTube video watching is I'm getting a lot of videos on how to build model railways, because obviously I've been spending more time doing some research on that, and I'm getting an awful lot of just-in-time, you know, I'm just getting up to that stage, and that's exactly what I need to know, suggestions. So I think a lot of the stuff I'm doing, I'd already planned to do it that way, but it's good to watch someone else do it, just to see any of the pitfalls they hit or stuff like that. But some of them are, hey, I'm doing it this way, and it's like, oh, I never thought of doing it that way. That would be really good. There you go. So, hold the brake on. Nope. And it's when you apply the throttle, it releases the brake, but the throttle doesn't kick in immediately. And so the vehicle rolls back. Oh, we are now low on gas, so maybe once we've done this lap, we'll go and refuel, we'll go and fix everything, and then we will come and do the last headland. This is going okay. Oh yeah, we also have that field there, which I've done something to by the looks of it. Don't know what. Looks like I might have missed a bit of that corner there. We'll do that when we come round again. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so what was I going to look at? So, grass can be harvested October, November. I'm guessing our grass will be ready to harvest in November, which will be the best yield. And then sunflowers are way down the bottom here. October, November, and I think they have, well, they say they have, they're not even on the last growth stage. So I might have another month before those sunflowers are ready to harvest. I don't know though. They might be ready to harvest next month. So I guess we'll get to see what that looks like. I'm also hoping if it rains, that'll put moisture into the crop, so potentially we'll get a better yield. Because right about now, the moisture content on our farm is absolutely dire, like 5%. We've had a drought this year. Okay, do that and drop that and go. Oh, Mrs. Osa's also been playing around with her cricket. And we're learning how much of a problem teenage Osa's PC was. It only has 8 gigabytes of memory. Mrs. Osa's has 16, I have 32. So all of the PCs could use, well, not mine, but all of the other PCs could use at least a memory upgrade. Now I did try and do that. We have 2 older PCs, and as far as I'm aware, the motherboard will support the memory that is in those 2, or at least Teenage Osa's motherboard will support. Unfortunately, that does not appear to be the case. It didn't work when I swapped them out, so I don't know. I'm probably going to have an issue there, which means I might need to buy a new motherboard, but it needs to be an older board. May involve a trip down to the Micro Center again. But that will involve spending money, and I'm really not in a place where I want to spend extra money. Like I said, we had the tree people round to trim up all our trees because of the storms that we had almost 3 weeks ago, I'm guessing. I'm not going to maintain this, we're just going to refuel it. We'll be able to see what we have at the farm. Fuel tanks over here. I don't really have big demand on fuel. I think I bought we've only got 81 litres left, so I've used up almost all of our diesel. I'm not just going to fill up with that, I guess. So we've got the Arri and we've got a cultivator in there. So I've cultivated the fields that didn't have anything in it. Over here I've got a tree mulcher and a regular mulcher. Might get rid of the regular mulcher. We have the big cart, the truck, and this thing came up on sale. Well, at least the tractor came up on sale. So we've now got 146 horsepower tractor with a spray, liquid tank and spray boom. which is what I was using to spray and herbicide all of the fields, or all of the grass and the sunflowers. So that was a thing. But the result is we now have 4 tractors, so I kind of don't want to spend any money on any more tractors if we can avoid it, because we really don't need any more. And obviously, as I said, we need a seeder, we need a, I don't know, can we follow the line please? Well, oops, I forgot to raise the thing. And at least we're now heading round the field correctly. And for some reason it goes off in that direction. Yeah, we're going to get that bit there, because OCD Farmer says I need to get that bit there. And straighten up that edge. Okay. Shouldn't be good enough. All right. Put that down. Oh, that's not. Go. I guess at the end of this, why are you off the beat again? Come on, dude. Once we've finished this lap, I will do a quick check, make sure we've got no needs harvests lingering. Ooh, suddenly bright sunlight. So yeah, there's that little patch on the left there. Go and grab that. We are messing up the surface a little. Looks like I might be pulling up some stones, not sure. Forward, do not steer, lower the thing, and off we go again. Okay, we'll do a full field survey once we're done, I guess. I mean, I don't have a stone picker or anything else like that. I'm pretty sure I'm playing with stones turned on. Although that might have been the game save I originally set up just to take a look at the map and tour farmyard areas to decide where I wanted to start. And then money issues as well. I think I started off with 500,000 and then discovered all of the starting machinery copies over, no matter whether you select the starting farm or not. And because I didn't want the starting equipment, I sold it, and that put me up at 1.7 million money. So at that point I decided, okay, we're gonna going to start farm manager, but I am not going to start with any cash at all, so that we can sell the equipment. We end up with 1.1 million, which is probably a little bit more than I wanted. That turns out, actually, that's a good thing. Oh, the other thing I did, I sold a shed. One of the shed buildings had bays in it, and the bays were very narrow and also very difficult to get in and out of because of the other shed that's placed there. So I just decided it was much easier to get rid of that shed and use the existing one. So that's what happened there. Boop, 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 boop. And that's done. I could probably just do this by hand. Well, by tractor, by whatever. There we go. And get this all finished off. And I don't have any diesel, so we're going to have to call the dude to come and fill my diesel tank up, because that needs to be a thing. I guess some surface textures it's easier to see where you've driven than others. But, last bit, and real world time, we've just passed the 9:30 mark, so that took us an hour. That up. Let's go have a look at the field. That one there. So like, oh yes, we have stones. We have orange stones. No? Yes. We have orange stones. They are going to cause damage. Unfortunately, they're not yellow, so we would have to use a stone picker. I don't have the money for that. We're going to have to eat the damage that gets caused. As I said, these blue strips are crop I didn't harvest. But there's nothing else going on here that I need to worry about. This field over here has all been prepared and is ready to go. I think if we go this way, we have a seed bed there and there. That is not a seed bed, that's stubble tillage. Oh, okay. We might have to bring the cultivator out here and cultivate this before we can seed it, but that's okay. There's a nice little field down there full of something. More grass, I think. Yeah, more grass. That's a nice big field. So the only thing we got left to do is the sunflowers, which may or may not be next month. And I could consider buying this field, although as I said, it's £158,000. This field over here is 6.1, 6.3, 3.3, 1.6. So we're not going to get a lot of 0.6, 1.1 and 0.8. These are not big grass fields, but I think they're sufficient. And as I said, we can buy sheeps and put them in. Anyway, and that is weeded. That only has one stage of fertilizer, so If it's not ready to harvest next month, we can go back out there and work on it. I think with the sun setting, that is a good place for September 4 to finish. I still do not have, I don't think I have a vehicle wash. Oh no, I do. I think I do. So we'll just put this over here. And oh, that's not the button. Ding. Done. Okay. No, I don't have a cleaning device. Don't think I do. There's my sacks of stuff. No. I must admit, I did think I bought myself a power washer, but that looks like not a thing I bought. Well, anyway. I will put this in here. Thought I bought a power wash. Well, I guess that will be a later purchase. I was looking this way, and obviously one of these tufts of grass looked a little off. Anyway, let's run over here. And I wonder if that's where the wool appears. Oh. Okay, good to know. Oh, the other thing I do want to check before we sleep is... No. This one. Sunflowers. It's September. If it's harvestable next month, we will still get a good price for it, so I want to sell it immediately. The other thing I do want to check on is wool. Up to 2,000 per litre. If I can get sheep soon, we might make a good return on that before anything happens. Anyway. That's all good, so I think we need to sleep till October 1 and evaluate. Do I want to wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning or 7:30? Sleep. So potentially we could have weather. Yes, we do. We have weather. Property maintenance 25, irrigation. Oh, I set up some irrigation on one of the fields. Okay. So, there's one of those. There's one of those. Parsnips, carrots, red beets. Yes. Not anything I need right there. This harvester doesn't combine with any of the these things. That's the smallest, 6 meters. So we don't have the super tiny one that we used to have. It's also 6 meters and foldable. Go back. And this is the smallest harvester. That combines with a thing. So we can use that with a foldable thing, should I say. But none of these tiny harvesters have a suggested corn header. So, and then you've got the special, and these need the super big ones. So again, not something we're going to be using anytime soon. Anyway.